Very delighted to be joined by goalkeeper Will Blackmore. Now, Will, you've just signed a long-term professional deal at the football club. You must be thrilled with that.
Absolutely buzzing. A lot of hard work's gone into it. A lot of stuff behind the scenes, training, stuff like that. So absolutely buzzing to get it over the line, and can't wait to kick on, see where it goes.
Yeah, I think every young footballer obviously wants to get to this stage in their career where they get their first sort of professional contract. And as you say, you sort of come through the academy process, and it's all geared towards this. So I guess a real great deal of satisfaction, but knowing there's a lot of work to come.
Yeah, exactly. I got my first pro about 8 months ago, and then got the news, been offered a new contract, which is absolutely brilliant. It's a great reward, and obviously coming through the academy makes it even better because Posh gave me my first real contract as a footballer, and obviously to kick on through the ranks and be involved with the first team is absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, how have you found sort of the development? Because obviously going into the youth team, playing regular in the youth team, but also that bridge sort of gap of playing 23s football as well, must be really important for a young player to sort of make that step a little bit more smaller rather than jumping into the first team picture.
Yeah, exactly, because the jump from youth team to first team is absolutely huge. You know, there's a intensity, all of that sort of stuff, technical ability, there's a massive difference. But that 23s sort of group really does help break it down a little bit. It sort of gives you a little step to go on to the first team. But feel I'm doing really well in the 23s. Obviously, being involved with the first team's absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, Mark Tyler has obviously been working with you and obviously sees a good future for you. And it must be really nice to have someone like that giving you that confidence, knowing that he's been there and done it himself.
Yeah, exactly. Tyler's had a great career. So to get his trust and, you know, for him to believe in me is really good feeling as well. You know, Pimmy, Dan also believed in me, especially Pimmy being, I like to base my game around Pimmy's helped me massively, obviously being the same sort of height. He's been absolutely brilliant and very instrumental to how I am as a goalkeeper and who I am.
Yeah, and the fact that you've been obviously in and around the first team, you sort of travel to the games, you warm up with the keepers, that must give you a real sense of belonging as well, a real buzz that you're part of that group now.
Exactly. No, it's brilliant. I love getting that match day feel. Love putting it on Instagram, that sort of thing. It's such a good feeling. Obviously, training is one thing, but match day is a completely different feeling. So no, and obviously all the lads are absolutely brilliant as well. They're all very inclusive. All the lads are brilliant. So I feel really at home with these group of lads and at Posh.
How have you found the sort of training with the first team group? Because obviously, as you say, you can do as much sort of youth team sort of stuff as you can, but ultimately when you come into training every single day with a specialist goalkeeper coach, it can be tough. So I guess it's good from a physical point of view, but also a mental point of view as well.
Exactly. No, to train with the first team and obviously with the keepers it's a real, you have to be really mentally and physically strong. Obviously being with the youth team, used to come and train with the first team, you know, here and there, but then obviously once becoming a first team player and getting that every single day is brilliant, because I feel myself progressing, feel myself getting stronger, fitter, and obviously getting more sharp because, you know, the boys hit the ball ridiculous amount. Like the strength and everything is insane. Have to be pretty crazy to be a goalkeeper, especially when, you know, facing Jono or Ethan's shot is absolutely crazy. But I absolutely love it and feel myself progressing really well. So I'm really happy on that front.
And I suppose the next stage for you is to get games, and whether that be a loan move, whether that be playing 23s football, I guess as part of your development, that is the next sort of hurdle to overcome.
Yeah, exactly. No, game time is the most important thing, because obviously you can train as much as you want, but game time is a completely different feel. Obviously, you know, start first part of the season with the EFL Cup, getting on the bench and stuff is great, but I want to be playing games whether that's on loan or I get my chance soon here. So the main thing is games. So wherever I can get games back, obviously it's quite difficult at the minute with loan moves because, you know, all the leagues are a bit mismatched, especially lower down. But as soon, you know, I've been training really hard, so as soon as I get that chance, I'll be completely ready.
In terms of your sort of story, I mean, were you always a goalkeeper? Did you start outfield and end up? Did someone put you in goal? How did you end up between sticks?
No, so what happened? I was living in the Middle East, and I was an outfielder. So I was with Leicester from 7 years old, and I was a no-nonsense centre half. So what I did is, you know, if ever someone needed a goalkeeper and there weren't any goalkeepers, I'd like to go and goal. You know, I like myself chucking myself around and all that. So one day, I thought to myself, I do really enjoy goalkeeping, so I wanted to go into it. So I was in Abu Dhabi living out there, so I went as a goalkeeper out there, and I sort of came back to Leicester. I said, I want to be a goalkeeper. So I stayed with Leicester for a bit as a goalkeeper, but then came to Posh the goalkeeper. So now I was about 15 when I transitioned. But obviously, that's the sort of how goalkeeping is nowadays. Sweeper keeper, needs to be the extra centre half. So I think obviously my late transition into being a goalkeeper has really, really helped me to become the player I am. And obviously I pride myself on my distribution with my feet. So yeah, no, I transitioned when I was 15, but absolutely love goalkeeping. It has to be, like I said, you have to be absolutely crazy to do it, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
Who do you look up to goalkeeper-wise now? Who do you think's the best in terms of goalkeepers worldwide?
Well, it was Mark Tyler in the world, but I'd have to say...
We'll do anything to
I'd have to say... Yeah, exactly. No, I'd have to say, for me, I'd love to Stegen. I know he's having a bit of a bad patch and stuff. I think I really enjoy Neuer as well. He's crazy, but he's really entertaining. But I think one person at the minute, I think, is Edison, because his kicking, his distribution is second to none, and he's a really confident goalkeeper. We're not too dissimilar in height, so obviously I like to base my game around him. So I'd probably say Edison at the minute, definitely.